Well, hello there, and after a bit of a break, good morning, and welcome to my small adventure in history. We're having a walk around the village that I've moved to that's part of my youth, but a fantastic thing that we're going to go and see, several fantastic things in fact. And I'm starting the exploration in history next to my grandparents' grave in the village of Potterne, Wiltshire, which I'm now a Potterne resident. So come with me, and there is a good reason for this, starting the adventure here.
1982, a gravedigger dug up a gold bracelet, an ancient bracelet which started an archaeological investigation.
So we carry on down here. Into this area of land on the right hand side. So I'm in the patch of land now, and this is known as the Potterne Midden. That's M-I-D-D-E-N, and it goes for 5 hectares, 12 acres. So in 1982, when the gold bracelet was dug up by a gravedigger, that's a bit out of line, it prompted an investigation and excavation of this land. And they found this land, 5 hectares, 12 acres. They found over 125,000 potsherds. The land is dated to 800 to 1200 BC. They found many late Bronze Age and early Iron Age objects, and it is a truly incredible place. And a midden is a very, very old, if you like to call it that, wasteland, rubbish tip. But they found post holes as well, so it shows that it was actually a site of inhabitation before. So the roots of this village that we're looking at today, my home, go back all that period of time. Truly incredible. And a lot of the artefacts are in Devizes Museum. So what a wonderful area. Hiding all that history, still keeping it within. And up behind the trees at this side was the cemetery that we were at earlier when we first started our small adventure in history. The earliest record was 1895, where objects were dug up in an allotment here and given to General Pitt Rivers. And that was the first indication of it. Also some finds in 1923. But then, the major part of it in 1982 confirmed this as being such an ancient midden. I just love places like this. You can come and look around, and nobody really knows about the history underneath their feet unless you look it up. So it's a truly incredible place, and I'll put on the usual what 3 words location so you can see it. And I know that with all my watchers, they've got respect for every site that I talk about, so I've got no worries there. So we're going to carry on from here now to an ancient holy well. Then carry on down this path here towards the holy well. Then come down here. The church in the background there. And out to the road, and it's down the road here. And here we are just coming up to it. And this cast iron structure is obviously later, but the pump itself has never run dry. And so it is a spring and would have fed for ancient people on their way through the village and for travellers, and the main water source for the village. So it would have originally been a stone structure, and it's built alongside a 14th century conduit. And the conduit that runs just along here, we'll just go around the pump, we'll go back to the pump in a minute. Here, apparently you can find crinoids in there, which are the same as you can find at the Star Well near Corsham in Wiltshire. And they're 235 million years old. So this is a 14th century conduit that goes down from here to the pump itself. And the pump, known as Wisley Pump or the Holy Well of Potterne, is actually never been dry and has potable water, so you can drink from it too. Let's try the water and see what we think. It does taste very good. And we'll see if that makes a difference to my walk. So I'm going to head on from the pump now, the Holy Well, and work my way on to the ancient Holloways. And here is the porch house, a 14th century house, restored in the 1800s. It was used as a pub and a butchery and all sorts of things. So a very interesting place indeed. We can't go in there, but it's just great to see on our way. So a very symbolic place for me, I couldn't go without mentioning it. It's the old village post office where my father was born, and my grandmother and grandfather ran the village post office. So great thing to see on my way. Well, Potterne is a village that's surrounded by holloways. Whichever way you come into it, you've got to go into a holloway. But there's some lovely untouched holloways up here that I just want you to see. Truly historic right of way, and they truly are fantastic, and we'll go and have a look at those now. Banks here are about in the region of 30 to 40 feet tall, but a truly impressive holloway in the autumn with the light reflecting off of it, and everything to do with being in such a magical place. An ancient track used for generation after generation. But just look at that sandstone you can see there. It's been exposed, totally untouched. No graffiti or caves or anything else. But a truly spectacular place. Absolutely amazing. And it's just a wonderful area to come and visit. Look at nature's wonder and man and the way they've affected it by using these tracks for millennia probably. And see the structure of the sandstone going up over there. And just an amazing thing with all the ivy hanging over too. A magical, truly magical place. Imagine this track being used centuries ago, and 4 centuries as well, and the sandstone hanging out there. A truly untouched place. Just one little bit of scraping there, but lovely to see. And you can't really compare anything with that. And so I call this the Potterne Holloways. And they carry on from here, if I just sweep around. On up the road, and eventually they would have linked in with Folly Wood and the Holy Man's Cave and all that. So it's Holloways here are very impressive. They just don't have a cave. But other than that, they're very nice. There's something truly magical about a Holloway, the roots and everything down there. And look at that lovely fungus there that's creeping all over the base of that tree. If you know what it is, please comment. I'd be interested to know. So fantastic. A Midden, a Holy Well, and some Holloways. Truly fantastic. So thank you very much for watching. And until the next time, wait for it, here it comes. Goodbye.